This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. All right, guys, Big Paul here. I am 3 days out, and I feel like I'm 3 days out. The last couple days, I really didn't put a full update up because it was just kind of a baseline, lowish / medium day carb, just the same shit I was doing. So it was kind of depleting. Today we pushed the carbs up a bit. This starts the peaking phase of the prep. Tomorrow is really the hard push with the carbohydrates. But today we did 375 grams of carbs. When I'm working with Justin, he has me send pictures in a couple times a day. I'll text him during peak week, and he'll sometimes make adjustments on the fly. I sent in the pictures today. We had on the schedule to do 300 grams of carbs today, but he said I looked a little flat, so he added a bit more carbs back in. So we added 75 back in. So I had a total of 375 today. Actually, that is incorrect. I did not have the HBCD intro workout, so I'll take that out. That was not in there. So 375 total grams of carbs today. 60 grams of added fat. So I did 10 grams of added fat at each meal. I did almond butter for a few of them, and then I did some avocado, and then I did olive oil. I think I did two meals of each. And then the carbs, the way the carbs work out today, I had 3 meals with 50 grams of carbs and 3 meals with 75 grams of carbs. No cheat meal. And I drank 2 gallons of water today. And let me tell you how fucking hard drinking 2 gallons of water is. I didn't know I was going to get through it. I feel waterlogged by the end of the day. But that's part of the water manipulation process. We get the body used to drinking all that water, and then we pull it the last day, and before it can catch up and aldosterone adjusts, you dump a shit ton of water out from pulling the water. And then hopefully going into the show, you don't need a diuretic, or if you do, it would just be a very mild one, probably like HCTZ, hydrochlorothiazide, if I can say it. But that's generally what I have not needed a diuretic in the past, although I think this year I'm holding a bit more water, probably because I'm eating more than what I have in the past, using more androgens than I have in the past, so that may have had an effect on the water. It's definitely not an estrogen issue. When I had my blood work recently done, my estrogen is absolutely crushed, so that's not it. Training today was just a push pump workout. I cut my weights back by about a third, and then it was just 15-20 reps on everything. Cardio, I did 30 minutes of post-workout lifts on the treadmill. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I was just kind of walking really slow. I looked like an old lady on the treadmill walking. I was just out of gas today. My fasted glucose was 88 this morning. Fasted weight was 226, which is my lowest weight of the entire prep. It was really down. It was just 233 on Sunday. Yeah, 233 on Sunday. This happens to me at the end of the prep, like going into last week. This is what happened last year. And that's why Justin added more food today to get ahead of it. I don't know what happens to me like in the last couple of weeks of prep, but I tend to just weight just starts to fall off of me. Rapidly. So I have to be very, very careful. My metabolism just keeps spinning up and spinning up and spinning up and spinning up, even without the T3 this year. I really, I know I've said it a bunch of times, but I really didn't need any cardio, or not that much this year. I mean, as far as preps go, I think that I maxed out at 30 minutes of lifts 5 days a week. So, which, compared to what my friends that are competing are doing is nothing. I hear dudes doing 45 minutes twice a day. That's not uncommon. So like I said this morning, Justin said I looked flat, so he added some more carbs. We'll take a look at the pics here in a second. I did go and get a DEXA scan done today. People are always asking me what my body fat is, and I've done them in the past, but I don't know how much I trust them and how accurate they are. I don't know. I don't put a lot of stock into any of the body fat readings, especially the bio impedance ones. They're just complete and utter bullshit. And then calipers. I mean, calipers are just measuring subcutaneous fat. You're not looking at actual visceral fat, which could be a significant portion of the fat that you're carrying. But anyway, the DEXA scan said I was 4.7%. I don't know what I am, but I know I'm lean because it hurts to sit on things. That's how I know when I'm getting lean, is when the body fat gets so low on my ass, like it hurts sitting in my chair. And also with the bottom of my feet. This happened last year, like towards the end, but I feel it now. I have to wear flip-flops around my house. I have hardwood floors in most of my house, and it hurts walking on the hardwood floors. So because the fat on the pads on the bottom of your feet actually go away, which is weird. You don't think about it, but the pads on the bottom of your feet are actually fat. So really, I don't know. Last night was probably the worst night of sleep I've had all prep. I don't know why. Maybe it was because it was my third day in a row in depleting. I did hit the gym pretty hard yesterday. I had a really good workout last night, oddly enough. Maybe I pushed it a little too much and was overstimulated. I did work out late too, but I am a late workout guy. I just got home from the gym now, and it's 10:20. When I'm recording this, but tomorrow, tonight was the last day of cardio. No more cardio. We're done with fucking cardio. Tomorrow's the last workout. Tomorrow's workout will be pull, and it's just going to be another light pull. And then tomorrow's a high day, which will probably be adjusted on the fly. But as of right now, I think he has me scheduled for 900 grams of carbs and 0 added fat tomorrow. So there is a couple meals where he has me eating flank steak, which is pretty fatty. So it's not exactly 0 added fat, but I may use a little bit of insulin. I'll just see how my glucose levels read and let those drive whether or not I need insulin. I've been very insulin sensitive lately. Like I think I mentioned it in the other video, but I ran some insulin on Saturday and I went hypo. I mean, just a very tiny amount. I think it was 5 units with 200 grams of carbs or something. And I went hypo. So right now my insulin sensitivity is up. So, which is good. That's what we want. All right, so taking a look at my pictures here. This was from this morning. I sent pics in to Justin twice today. I think tomorrow it'll probably be after every meal. Twice today. So this was upon waking this morning. These were like at 5:30. I was pretty dry this morning. I mean, there was, as I mentioned earlier, I was 226, which is my lightest weight. You can see how crisp my legs are when I woke up this morning. They definitely were tight this morning. I did a shitty job taking these pictures, but I mean, really the only thing left on me is some loose skin, which, there's nothing I can do about. It's just old man. I've had a bunch of surgeries, and just, I was fat for a while, so it is what it is. But that'll, when I get my tan on, that'll kind of hide a bit. You can see here from the side, everything's, it's hard to see, but I definitely have some striations in my glutes, and it's hard to see here too. But some of it, what looks like stretch marks on my abs, is actually not stretch marks. There are some stretch marks, but my abs are crazy veiny, like ridiculously veiny. There's just veins running all up and down my abs that look like almost oddly weird. I mean, I think I have the veiniest abs I've ever seen anybody I know of. I've never seen pros or anything with veiny abs. I'm just veiny in general. These pictures don't translate that very well, but I am just covered in veins. So yeah, my serratus and everything is popping out. Back looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. I posted this up earlier on social media. This is just to kind of a preview of what goes in my my bag that goes with me to the show. People were asking me what the logic was for some of the stuff. So obviously the Gatorade and the Pedialyte are for, if I run into any electrolyte issues, and there's salt in here as well. peanut butter, in case, I need some extra food. And then, tons of simple processed, gummy bears, which are made out of dextrose, which, gets absorbed very easily. And some fruit, for fructose, a little bit different of absorption. And then, Pringles. And then the peanut butter. People are asking me what the logic was for the food choices. And I'm just like, he told me to get some carbs, some fat, and some salty chips. And it's just the shit that I like. So the tonic water, that's the one that I got questions about, why tonic water? Why tonic water? And this is a little trick, little hack that a lot of people don't know about. I've shared with clients and friends that are bodybuilders, but I see dudes all the time, usually it's from diuretics, that cramp up when they get on stage, or they just haven't practiced posing. They get out there and they start cramping up really, 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 really bad. And quinine will kill the cramps. So, so tonic water has quinine in it. I think actually when you go to the hospital, if you come in with like, really crippling cramps, that they actually give you IV with quinine in it, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong about that. Please correct me if I am. But tonic water is like the only thing I know of that you can have that it has quinine in it. But the quinine will help with cramps. So if you run into a cramping issue, quinine. So it's in the bag just in case of an emergency. I fucking hate tonic water. Hopefully I don't need to open it. So it's there just in case of an emergency. Other things I'll bring with me would be a towel to lay on, and usually a little pillow, so I can lay down on the floor. Try to keep my feet up. I'll bring a cooler with a couple meals in it. I don't know how the schedule is going to lay out for this show. They guys that competed in it usually show, like the show I did last year, the Masters went first, so we were right on at 9 a.m. right when the show started. So I didn't even need to eat any extra meals or anything. I literally ate my breakfast, got there, they did my glaze, and I was on the stage. I didn't really have time to eat any of my good stuff that I had in my bag. It was just straight on the fucking stage. But this year, this is a pro-am, so from what I understand, the pros go first, and the guys that were in the show last year, I've never done a pro-am before, told me that they took for fucking ever judging the pros. It was like a couple hours worth of running them through poses and shit. They said it was really, really brutal. And the guys just said that just be prepared to bring some food with you and sit backstage, that you might be hanging out for a while. And if the schedule lays out the way it looks to me like my classes are, the Masters, I'm doing the over 35 and then the over 40. It appears that we might be last, so, which could suck, which means I could be sitting there from 8 a.m. till, potentially noon before I actually get on stage. So, warm-up suit, something to sit on, bring some stuff with me, so that's kind of the plan. Anyway, guys, that's all I got today. I'll post another update tomorrow. Take care. For coaching or consultations, head over to www.anabolicbodybuilding.com to book your spot today. I can help you with optimizing hormones, fat loss, muscle gain, physique, athletic performance, nutrition, and health. For more information, shoot me an email at bigp3rd@gmail.com.